This download I just received. Oh my gosh. I just went to the store to go pick some stuff up for dinner. And there's a boat launch like right down the street from my house. And I'm like driving to go to the store and I drive past a boat that says time out on the written on the back of it, like that was the boat's name. And Spirit is saying like there are some folks being put on a time out right now. Like they're being asked to reflect, to dive deep, to go within. Some of them, I feel like there's a lot that they just don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to go into that heartbreak, that pain. And this is really the energy of like you, oh my God. You dive deep, you do the work, okay? And for some of these people, you've been through similar things, or you know, it's like you've been around the block too. You've been through a lot of stuff, but this is really the energy of like, you know, you healed, you love yourself, you take accountability, you know, like you try and do the right thing at least. It's like some of these people just really don't want to do that. And I just heard like it's too much. It's too, like they don't have the capacity to go within, to really look at themselves on a deep level. 111 may be significant. 456 was also coming through. But like with the 6 of Cups here, I feel like, you know, these are people that really, 9 of Swords. These are people that really have been through a lot, okay? And it's like, it's understandable. We're all here, we're all living this experience, but like there comes a point where you have to actually self-reflect. You have to go in, you have to look at the choices you're making in order. And it's funny, I saw 456 ascending numbers. It's like you guys are ascending, you guys are evolving, you're growing, you're changing. And there's some people that they just don't know where to start, is what I just heard. But for a lot of you, I really feel like a lot of these people, excuse me, a lot of these people really did not treat you nicely, or, you know, but Spirit is saying it's because they didn't feel good about themselves. They didn't love themselves. And for a lot of you, like these are people who you gave unconditional love to. You tried. I heard you tried. It's like, this is the energy of like misery loves company. If you're dealing with the Ace of Swords, that's the truth though. Like, you know, for a lot of you, if you're having to let go of like people, or, you know, whatever it is, Spirit really wants me to make it clear, like it's not anything with you. It's like the work that you do, the healing you do. I just heard like the shadow work that you've thrown yourself into. 321, that you like, you dive in both hands. And it's like some of these people just don't want to do it. Some of them straight up just don't want to do it. They don't, 333 on my timer, they don't care to do it. But for others of them, it's just like, you know, and I really feel like this is a tough message. Like I feel like for this collective, you guys you have really big hearts. You really try to help others, okay? But this is the energy of like, you can't keep helping people who don't want to help themselves, right? We have Strength on the bottom of the deck. It's like they gotta dive deep. They gotta find that strength. They gotta find that resilience that you did, you know? And this is kind of what causes, you know, weird energy between you and these people. A lot of them, ego, like there's big egos. A lot of people don't want to take accountability. They don't want to feel that pain. That's the main thing that's coming through. It's like they don't want to revisit it. They don't want to feel it. But that's the only way. The only way out is through, okay? Oh my goodness. This is a tough message, but like, collective, I feel like you truly are, you're breaking through massive barriers. You are like, I just heard like shattering limiting beliefs. A lot of you are connected and you have this connection. You're so tapped in because you do the work, because you understand it's a balance. It's a balance. You know, we're here to balance our dark and light. We're here to experience duality, but it's like kind of this energy of like if people go down a path a little too far, you throw the balance off. You throw the... It causes a lot of things to come up. For some of these people, they have physical things they're dealing with. They have, I just heard like riddled with like guilt, riddled with anxiety. But it's like they got to sit with it. You know, you can't just sit there and drink or do drugs or, you know, like escape. We're here to feel. We're here to grow and evolve and balance the darkness and light, you know? And it's like we're supposed to be going through darkness to appreciate the light, right? To appreciate... Spirit is just giving me the analogy of like you don't plant a seed in the dirt and like keep digging it up. It's like, no, you gotta plant it, you gotta water it, and watering it is doing the work, doing the healing, doing the closing out the cycles, you know? And a lot of these people really struggle with self-love, self-worth, and they see, you know, like people will come into your life and they'll see you're, you know, you love yourself, you're doing your thing, you're you know, you're on your path, and it's triggering as heck because, you know, when you're not doing the work, when you're not, you know, going within and feeling the things that spirit, your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors are asking you to feel, it causes so much resistance. It causes, you know, the ability for you not to be able to move forward. A lot of these people are very stuck right now because it's like, you know, their spirit team's like, hey, you can move on to calmer waters. You just gotta, you know, like, listen. They don't want to listen. They want to stay where they are and do what they're doing. Oh, I don't know who needs to hear this message, but keep doing what you're doing. For a lot of you, it's like, if you've recently had to remove people from your life, you see, you know, if you don't have people around you that don't love themselves, they're not going to love you. They're not going to appreciate you. And as much as, you know, your big heart wants to help them and wants to, you know, show them that love, it's like there comes a point where they have to take the initiative. They have to find that love within themselves, right? And I feel like, collective, you had to do that. You know, I feel like you really had to do that many times. It's like, this is the energy of like, you trust, whatever you go through, you understand, you communicate with your spirit team, you listen. I don't know who needs to hear this message, but keep focusing on yourself. You know, make sure that you're not overextending yourself. You're not, you know, you can't have people around you with like self-imposed restrictions, right? Because it's energy. We're all energy. You have somebody around you who, you know, it has limiting beliefs. It's like that energy is in your energy field. Oh, I love you guys so much. This was a bit of a tough download. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Take care.